Hello, and this is the Vulture, and I know what you're probably thinking. Why am I not kind of like leaning on the table and saying hello and stuff? Well, that's because I actually lost my mask. I'm gonna make a new one soon though. But I lost my mask for this video, and yeah, but that doesn't really affect the video that much since I usually just take it off when I'm drawing anyways. And also, I don't really think I really need to introduce you to what I'm drawing that much, but we're going to be drawing an 8-bit Goomba. And pretty easy, you might say, but not so fast. It's actually not as easy as you think because well, you can't really get how many grids there are exactly. So, it's actually a bit complicated. So, if you have any paper with grids, I recommend you get it. But for any of you viewers who have a printer, then it may be pretty easy. All you really have to do is really just kind of, or really what I'm going to do is like go on this app called Procreate and draw the grids and then print it out, and that's really what I always do when I'm doing 8-bit drawings. Like make some grids and then print it out. Since if you print it out and you flip it around, you can kind of see what it's like. But if you have paper with grids, that's also great. So I'm just gonna go on to Procreate and draw some grids. So I actually have my iPad right next to me. As you can see, I've done a lot of animations on this thing. And then you go into brush. Was it abstract? No. Textures. You go into textures and then you select grid. And then I usually like black because it's a pretty dark color, and then you can like when it's printed out, you can pretty easily see when you flip the page or print out and flip the page around. Since black is pretty dark, you can actually kind of see pretty well like what's on the other side. So I usually like black. And oh yeah, I should mention on this app, if you do this thing and then you do another one, it actually kind of does not go perfectly, and it just after I rub this out, what you really kind of want to do is, why is my brush so big? Kind of color it all in one, and as you can see, I just failed there. And you can actually make it bigger if you want. And it's just, if you make it bigger, it's actually just easier for you to color the whole thing in. It may take a few tries though. As you can see, I'm constantly failing. Maybe my producer or editor will fast this part forward. There, finally. And then I'm on an iPad, so if you want to take a screenshot on an iPad, or at least an Apple iPad, it even says Apple. There's even Apple sticker on it. And you take a screenshot by pressing this round button here, where what you use to go at apps. See? And then you also use this close button. So press it together and boom, see, you made a screenshot. And you save to photos. Or I suspect maybe you can just like put it on the printer, but that sometimes does not work. Oh yeah, by the way, I should say, if I take a screenshot, I actually need to cut these other things out. There. So it's just the grid. Okay, save to photos. I can actually delete this. Okay. And you can actually just print it right away, but I actually have this app, so I can print my photo. I'll turn the printer on. Wait, it's unavailable. It might take a while. Hopefully my producer or editor will either cut this or fast this part forward. As you can hear, there are some weird sounds. Okay, it's ready. Let's print this. Also, might get a little tutorial here. Also, so press print, and usually you do not mind having it small, although not always, because if it's too small, then well, you can't really see it, and it kind of limits the amount of space. Or you can only draw a little bit of area unless you're like really good and you don't really need the grid. Then that's an exception. But if you're not very good at that, I suggest you just get either get a paper with grids or just did what I did there and print it out. And also, if you're not very good at it and you print this out and it's really tiny, your drawing is actually going to turn out really tiny as well. And also, it's not really going to look that nice. Because, well, something you'll learn after you start drawing is you need you can't have pictures too small or else there's too much blank space. So you usually want it kind of like medium size. Like, if you go back to my earlier videos, you would see like the size is kind of, there's not a lot of blank spaces left. Let's close my iPad and put this away. So, in short, you don't want to have a lot of blank space left. Okay, this process of printing and stuff took 10 minutes. Hopefully you will not take that long. Oh yeah, by the way, if your parents or if your printer is low on ink, I don't really recommend you really low on ink. I don't really recommend you do it because it might run out of ink halfway through and your mom and dad might not be happy. Okay, this piece of paper, I don't really know why I took out, but this is a piece of paper you need with grids. Also, if you want a drawing that looks really good, you don't usually want a lot of grids here. So what I like to do is flip it around, and you can actually kind of still see the grids. I don't know why it happened. Maybe it's because the ink kind of goes through the page. I don't know. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I last uploaded, by the way. Might start uploading some more videos. Also, might do another paint with Alexa sometime. That got a lot of views, but anyway, let's start. For those of you who do not really know how many blocks across and stuff, I'll just tell you how many, because I actually for some reason know. So we're just gonna start at the very top of his head. So you just draw a line really kinda up. You can even draw it here, but I feel like if you draw it up here, I feel like it might kind of take up this amount of space, and truthfully, this part is gonna be too blank. I already mentioned that. And also, here, his head goes 4 blocks across. There. 4 blocks across. 1 block down. Or not even 1 block down. 1 line down, more like. And then here, 1 line across, 1 line down. Another line across, another line down. I just need to pull myself in a bit. And then another line across and another line in. You know, this piece of paper might be a bit too small. Wait, I need to pull myself in. But I think it might be okay. So anyway. So another line across, another line down, another line across. But the difference this time is you actually go down 2 lines instead of 1. Let's just check here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down. Okay, all right. Okay, and then you go across 1 block or line, and then go down 3 blocks. I'll say blocks. If you're getting confused when I say blocks, just kind of look at the drawing. You can kind of see the grids here. See, one square, 1 square, 2 squares, 3 squares. See? And then here, you just go across 1 square. And then down. And then 4 blocks across. Wait. Actually need a rubber. By the way, I like a rubber. Actually forgot where I got this. Who cares? Wait. I think I need to keep putting myself back in. 4 blocks across. Four blocks across. One block up. 6 blocks across. If I believe my theory, 6 blocks. and that's 6 blocks. Down, and then 4 blocks. Across. Oh yeah, by the way, you may have realized this kind of cut out a bit. So we're actually just gonna get some weird idea. And so we basically just measure how long this one square is, if this actually happens to you. Pinch, and so once a square is here, so you put the tip of your pencil here, and then the other side is here, so you pinch here, and then you move all the way over here. So you can see the side of the square is about here, somewhere here. So you can also use that idea. So let's continue. And then 1 block up, then 1 block across, and then that's about 1 block. So we can actually just rub this out to make it look a bit better. And then 3 blocks up. Obviously, if you're doing this with a page with grids already, this probably is not going to happen to you because those pages usually have a lot more grids. Also, I should mention, a lot more grids means the grids are smaller, which means your drawing is going to be smaller. 1 block across, 2 blocks up, 1 block across, and then we just do this kind of weird shape, like we did here. Just kind of do this upside down L shape, all the way until we get to here. See? And that is the head. But of course it's missing a face, which we will come back to later on. Okay. And then after we've gone across 6, so here, okay, so over here, so basically after these 6 blocks, and then after starting here, after another 6 blocks here, then you draw 2 lines or 2 blocks down. 2 blocks across, and of course, if you're getting confused, you can always just look at a picture. And if I'm going too fast, you can always pause the video, or you can just drag the video back to where you are. And then down, across. Oh yeah, by the way, this drawing 8-bit characters, the good thing about drawing 8-bit characters is this really doesn't involve any technique. You just really copy the lines. Unlike some other drawings, they actually need technique. For example, some of the earlier drawings I did, for example, the hammer I drew, if you ever watched that. And then some other drawings. Most drawings need technique, but truthfully, 8-bit drawings really don't need technique. And that's kind of if you're not really great at drawing, that's pretty good. Good for you. Because, hey, you can draw, like, I mean, all you need to do is kind of like draw straight lines, right? If you can't draw straight lines, get a ruler. And that's kind of a good thing about 8-bit drawings. There is pretty much no technique needed. Oh yeah, by the way. I think there might be some chess videos coming out soon. So, from me. So if you're interested in chess, you could stick around. Might be. Just play some games and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, I just kind of stopped talking because I feel like most people are probably not going to understand what I'm saying anyways. But, truthfully. But truthfully, I might kind of start talking a bit. Because that's just kind of what happens in my videos. Kind of sometimes do a few jokes and then talk a bit and then just keep on drawing and stuff. In case you did not know, and you're watching my video for the first time, we just usually or in my video I usually just talk and occasionally tell some jokes. But of course not like knock jokes and stuff. Okay. So I wasn't really talking there, just that meant I kinda could draw a bit faster, so I'm just gonna wait here for 1 or 2 seconds for people to catch up. Okay, I waited 20 seconds. By the way, when I'm waiting, sometimes if you're already done, you can just skip ahead a few seconds. Okay, now we're nearly done. All you need to do is color it in, of course, and then of course, who could forget drawing the face? Because who wants to draw Goomba with no face on him? That'll just be kind of strange. Okay. So we're going to start by drawing his eyebrows, which start here. Again, I'm not really going to do that much talking. I'm going to stop a few seconds after I draw something so you can see what I drew. Oh yeah, by the way, there actually have been some, if you're watching my video for the first time, my camera actually has ran out of memory a few times, so if it kind of just stops in middle of it and just suddenly stops, and then it goes to somewhere after like 10 minutes after, that means the camera just went out of memory. That actually has happened a few times in my videos. So usually I just check every few minutes to see if it has ran out of memory, and also if it has ran out of battery. That has actually never happened before, but just in case. And I think I made an error somewhere. Wait. Oh yeah, I see an error. I was supposed to go across 4 squares. So, oh yeah, by the way, I should mention, I've actually mentioned this a few times. Some viewers who have watched me for like quite a while, do you know to never use pen when they're following me on a tutorial, because I usually make a lot of errors. So if you're a new person watching this, do not use pen. Unless you're some psychic who knows exactly when I'm going to make a mistake, which, I don't know, I don't know what to say then. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's just me or something, but for some reason this Goomba is turning out huge. I mean, it's so big. Just for a little comparison, here's my bottle. It's almost as big as the bottle. Oh yeah, by the way, for some people who like paint with Alexa, they actually got like 9,000 views or so. And there may be another paint with Alexa coming out soon. Might do another paint with Alexa, maybe. But anyways, it's time to color, I believe. Let me just check if I missed anything. I don't think so. So let's color. And this time I did not forget my curved pencils downstairs. I was prepared in this video. So what do we need? Well, we need dark brown, black. Well, in the 8-bit Mario Goomba's body, it's actually kind of whitish color, but I don't think I have that color. So now Goombas kind of have a light brown for a body, so we're just gonna get a light brown. This light brown. I just kind of like to use this light brown for drawing Goombas. But let's try it out. Yeah, I like it. I just like it for drawing Goombas. Dark brown, good. Oh yeah, by the way, also black, good. Because I actually have another black which looks terrible. So I just need to check I got the right black. Okay, so let's color. producer editor will probably fastest part forward. Oh, that was my wanted poster. That freaked me out. Sounds like a bomb. That guy didn't sound like a bomb. It sounded more like a balloon popping. There. We're nearly done. Oh, my hands are kind of tired. Okay, and we're done. There is Goomba. Okay, it may have taken you about, I'd say probably 20 minutes, but for me it actually took 44 minutes and 3 seconds. Wow. And that is all for today. Goodbye and have a good day. Bye.